Hello everyone, I am the HalfWit Brit and this is Manor Lords. So today we have quite a few things planned. Some things are going to take a few episodes I guess to get done, but we're going to start laying the foundations. So first off, here in Mamusio, we're going to upgrade some of our houses to level 2 and level 3. We don't need to do this for development points because we've maxed out, but just say here in the orchards, I think these ones are level 2. I'm going to make them level 3 just to get that additional storage because it just makes a little bit of sense. We may add some more houses, I'm not too sure about that yet, but we'll get round to that. We're also going to take a look at some of the trade routes, and I guess this is across all of our regions. I was watching one of Noble Rambler's videos and he was showing like the full export. I've never used that before and it just sort of piqued my interest, so we'll cover that. And in the Black Forest, I want to expand our burgage plots a little bit more and upgrade some of our current ones. This area was obviously our trading area, but we want to upgrade these ones to level 3. If we can get them all to level 3, that would be great. Also, just based off what I was mentioning in Mamusio about trading, I am going to add some more trade posts in here. This potentially will be the main trade area. I did say it would be a trade hub, and I think we're going to expand it a little bit more. What are these people doing? Just lingering around here, just hanging out? I mean, just having a chat. Maybe there's nothing to do, but there will definitely be some work for them because when we move over to the manor, which is somewhere in these trees, I want to start building the wall around here because I think that it needs to be done. We always get attacked from this direction, so we need to do that. I think it's just definitely going to be something that will help in the long run. It'll also look quite cool, I think. And last but not least, in the Iron Vale, again, much the same, more burgage plots, upgrading burgage plots, especially these ones here because they have quite a large area of vegetables. So we've got double plots here. If we upgrade them, we've got more storage. It just makes sense for food. We definitely need to add more. And also another thing from Noble Rambler, I didn't actually get to see fully how this actually worked, but he's placed 2 mining pits on the same sort of node. So we're going to see if we can do that. I think, if that works, it'll make sense. We get a little bit more iron out of the ground at the same time. So yeah, that's the plan for today. Okay, so first off in the Black Forest, we're going to take a quick look at the castle planner. It's called a castle planner, but it's the manor. So kind of, I don't know, it's a little bit weird that I feel like it should be a castle, but maybe later on you may be able to upgrade this into some kind of castle. But we need the outer wall. So where's the wall for this? Well, we've got walls and gates. Now, depending on where you put these outer towers, it sort of expands this area, but I'm kind of happy with how it is. I'd like maybe it to be a bit more square. So, oh, wait a minute. What do we need there? Oh, we're short of some materials. Okay, we'll just put the wall in. Now, as you can see, it automatically puts the gate in over the road. So if we get that just sort of right, it kind of looks a bit funky. That maybe if I do it either side, there we go, and then we'll just go around in a circle. I think that'll do nicely. We can always change this later on. That's the beauty of it. So we can get that in, and we'll definitely need some of the guard towers later on. We do have enough to get that done, so let's tell them to do it. It's a bit of a gap there, so I don't know if that is not going to get done. Let's see. Yeah, apparently not. That was weird. Okay, that's committed. So that'll give all these lazy sods that were over here just gassing something to do. Wow, I wonder what they're talking about. Quite a few of them. Okay, some people are running off now. This looks like a gambeson or something here. Oh, it's retinue. They're all retinue. Interesting. That's something else we need to think about, is their armor as well. So another thing to add to the list. Okay, so we've got that in place. Now that's going to have taken quite a few of the planks, so we can upgrade some of these. I'm thinking to do, let's make sure all these are level 2 on this side first, before, there we go. So we'll need to upgrade you to level 2, and you. Excuse my voice as well, I've just flown back from vacation at early hours of the morning, and my ears haven't popped, my sinuses are blocked. And it's just, yeah, it's not much fun, but I'm back to sunny England, or lack thereof. It's quite the contrast going from 32 plus degrees to less than 20. It's not so pleasant, but I'm sure I'll get over it in the coming days. Right, that's them done. I'm going to put some burgage plots up here as well, just while I think about it. But I'm going to put a road in first, and we'll just hook on this little node here. And I can see we've got the contour line just about there, so I might just follow that around. Like so. We'll connect up to there. We'll probably put some other roads in here and there. Just thinking how I want them. I was going to have them facing this way, but I might have them sort of facing that way. Or even maybe up here. That may actually make a bit of sense. So let's do that. So I'm just trying to remember where everything is. I batch recorded episodes. So now I'm at this point of where was I up to? What did I do? Because I've not played the game in over a week. So it's thrown me off a little bit. But if we can... Oh, I don't need anything too big here. I'm just thinking population. Can we? Let's see. If we go across the back first, like so, can we not rotate this? So it's still not going to like that because it's too close. Well, that's just a bit of a sod. I could remove the road and try. What happens if we do it like this? And that's 3 points now, isn't it? Oh, gosh. There we go. We somehow managed to get it done. Some of these are double plots, so that works out quite well. So we got those in there. I'm just thinking of extra hands up here for the farm. I mean, it doesn't mean they'll necessarily work in the farm, but there's more people, and I'm constantly juggling who's working where. This weather is just like Manchester at the moment. It's lovely. So that's that done. We got quite a few flax going on here. Just before I move on, oh, we got some unhappy people. Let me guess, it's probably ale. It most likely is. Who's unhappy? I need to reassign some people here as well, because this morning thing has been on here for a while, and it's obviously not a house. How are we doing? We have quite a lot of barley. Lovely. We have some flax. I'm guessing, yeah, we've got nothing to go in there at the moment, so that's just going to stay as is. And let's just check the malt house. Yeah, they're churning their way through that, and the brewery, which we're going to need more of, I guess, as time goes by. So they've only got one malt. Maybe we need another malt house. We certainly need some more weapons, and we'll get to that in a second with the trade. Let me just double check this again. One malt. Where are they storing it? Now these will go and collect it, won't they? Yeah, they're transporting. So they... Okay, so they're taking it all the way from over here. Wow. Why do I feel like... Let me just pause the game a second. Can I move this building? Then if I move this building, it's going to be nowhere near the brewery. Let me see. Is any of this in storage? So we got some ale. That's cool. We got some malts in here, which will go to the brewery. That's fine. And the other farmhouse over here has got flax. What about you over here? What do you have for us? Just a little bit of flax. Okay. So it's getting it from there to there. Sorry, here. So who's doing that? Is that purely just going to be the people working in the malt house? It looks that way, doesn't it? And these people don't actually need to be in here, so let's drop them. I'm just going to leave one family in each one. Don't ask me why, I just feel kind of comfortable doing that. We've got quite a few farmhouses now, haven't we? I mean, we've got 15 families currently free. Is there anyone in here? No, that one's completely empty. They are also growing. My goodness. So what's the issue here? Firewood? Or Goldhoff? What? Game pause. Unpause the game. Speaking of Goldhoff, actually, that reminds me. We've not expanded here yet, and we probably will in the next episode of two. If you have any good names, put them down in the comments. We've had quite a few good suggestions already with the Black Forest and Iron Vale. I mean, we got over here berries and clay. I mean, I don't know if you can make something of that, but we will expand because we want the additional retinue, because we are going to start taking the fight to the Baron. It's got to be done. Right, let me just check back here. So, fuel, we have fuel. That's interesting. But they're just not getting a hold of it, which then probably means the markets. Let's have a see here. How are we looking? Yeah, 88%. And storehouse, let's put 2 more people in there. I don't think there's any space for that. This one is currently full. We have a granary here as well. Oh, it's a tannery. Let me upgrade this if we have the... No, we don't. So we need stone and wood to do that. God, there's all sorts of things going on here. Right, we have people in here. We also need... How are we doing for... Oh my goodness. We have a lot of planks. I'm going to leave one family in there anyway. I think that makes a bit of sense. Woodcutter's Lodge. I might put a spare one in there. That also makes a little bit of sense. But I'm just thinking... Do we put a malt house here as well? I think we will. Where are you? You are under this one. No, we're not, because we don't have enough timber. Surplus goods. So we have apparently 38, but I guess that's probably reserved. Okay, logging camp. Let's put somebody else in there. I mean, there's a lot of timber in here. Where are they currently chopping? I have a feeling because I sent them over here, didn't I? So let me... So they're based there. They've chopped most of this. Let's try and keep it relatively close. So let's say here, and we'll get rid of this clay and stone as well. So we'll leave them to do that. Let's head over quickly to Mamusio. And we were going to upgrade these buildings too, weren't we? So... requirements not met. What are you missing? Tavern. Aha. Okay, that's fair enough. And how are we doing? Because this, obviously the different levels also give us more coin, don't they? Is that something else we need to think about? But I did want to upgrade these. Speaking of, yes, this is what I was about to say. The tax is going up every year, so obviously we need to earn more and more money. I'll come back to that, I think. So, trading post. Ooh, money. Nice. So this is full of people. Excellent. There was something I noticed just before I started recording. So shoes is something we export from here quite a lot. And as you can see, we got these 2 red arrows pointing down. Critically oversupplied. So extremely low prices and no foreign exports. So currently we have 858 and nobody's interested in our shoes. But the thing Noble Rambler was talking about, if we use this as an example, we have this full trade here. Trade until the desired surplus is reached. Now, I can leave that on because we have so much of it and obviously they're not being exported. So if I turn that on, so the desired surplus for this area is 50, which is fine because most of the families, the way the game currently works, have already got the clothes that they want. So if I pick a joiner's workshop, does it show you on here? Actually, it doesn't. That's interesting. I thought it'd show you what... They have access to clothes anyway. They only take one type of each clothing, as far as I'm aware. So, 50 in surplus here would definitely be enough. But the good thing about that is now, if we go back, if I do the same thing on every region, set them to full trade, set them to the surplus that I want, things will get traded around and balanced out across... Oh, I thought the game was going to crash. There's been a lot of crashes recently because there's quite a few bugs in the game, which is unfortunate. What we got here? Family request, more market stall, hunting camp, Mamusio. Okay, we'll consider that. I digress, it's distracting me. But yes, so if we put full trade on each of our regions and set a desired surplus. Now, whether I turn this on or off will depend on what it is that we're actually trading. So in this case, shoes, we will be selling them. But we're producing so many that Mamusio will never buy them, so it's not going to cost me anything over here. We have ale. Now, we're only producing this in one area, so I can quite happily leave that on import and make it a local, as in we're just trading with our other regions. Because, yeah, we're not making it anywhere else. So certain ones can stay as import, but I think some of them... So if you think about things like clothing, weapons, armor... Some regions like Mamusio makes weapons. The Iron Veil, yes, God, it's been a week and I've forgotten the names. The Iron Veil makes armor. So I can set all of these on a balanced sort of way by switching them onto full trade. And that way everything should kind of balance itself out over time. So as soon as we have a fight, and obviously as he's pointed out several times, when I send the wrong people into battle or like my archers get crushed, the weapons and the armor should get redistributed just that little bit smoother. I'm not going to do that during the recording because if I sit here going through each one of these, I mean, it's only 3 regions I currently have, but it's still quite a few things I'd have to go through. I consider that probably a little bit boring to watch. But once I've done it, I'll come back to you and just show you how I've set it up. Okay, I've just gone through all of Mamusio's, and most of these are on full trade, if not all of them. The only one I've got to be careful of is because I don't want to export any of this stuff externally apart from the large shields. Now, to be fair, I could probably turn that off for the time being until I have enough large shields spread around. So we've set this to 40. So I'm not going to go through each individual one. We'll just kind of look at the weapons and the armor here. So Mamusio produces the shields and some of the weapons, but doesn't produce any of the armor. So what will happen here is they will trade out the shields, for example, to the different regions as and when's needed. Now let's say I have some, is it polearm people or spearmen? One of the two uses a large shield. I can't remember. I can't recall off the top of my head. I've had a week off. Give me a break. And I've had my birthday as well. So yeah, foggy memory. But either way, if we lose some people in the Iron Vale that need large shields, they will just send them over there, and from the Black Forest, everyone will just distribute as and when. It may not happen instantaneously, but hopefully if I set this same sort of number up in each region, it should just balance everything out. I mean, we'll see how it goes. I'm yet to catch up on Noble Rambler's episodes to see how that's worked out for him. It could have gone catastrophically wrong and we're sat here doing it anyway. But we'll see. What are we making? Yeah, so we are making the large shields. Now the only problem here, so we're currently making spears, but this will require iron, isn't it? I think it is. Yeah, so iron slab. Now they currently don't have any iron. Now this is where we'll go over to the Iron Vale in a second and look at the trade, because we're not currently trading any in. The tailor shop probably isn't doing anything either because they've not got linen. We have yarn, so we could make some dye over here. There's an interesting one. We have yarn and we have the capability of making dye. So rather than this shop doing nothing at all, we may switch that across. In fact, I'll do that. And we'll make some dye over here. So that's kind of this area sorted. The only issue is the iron slab. So if we quickly look, because I don't think... you under crafting materials? Yes. So I need to put that one on. See, here's the option. I could go full trade. Let me just turn off so I'm only trading within my region. I could go full trade, but as it stands, I think the only area that's using it is the Iron Vale in here. So realistically, I could just stick that on import. We'll put it to 50 and we'll see what happens there. I don't think we're exporting it over in the Iron Vale yet, but this is why I'll have to go through each and every single one of those and just get that up and running. It's just with regards to dye, I don't think we have any. So we have our forager's hut here. We don't get a lot of berries here, I don't think. Are we on total goods stored? What we berries 175. We just have to be a little bit careful there, I think, about kind of running out. But we do have a silly amount of meat, at least if we kind of do it properly. And that's 40 of 40. I'm wondering if when you reload the game, does this deposit refill? Because I find it very peculiar. I've not obviously been playing about half an hour roughly now, and it's quite full. And obviously we've got various perks to make that happen. But interesting. I'm gonna double check that to see if it refills each time I load the game. But obviously I'm not going to check it just yet. Right, so the next thing I want to do is this. Now this is currently a deep mine, so this has been upgraded, so we're going to be slowing things down here a bit. Now I'm hoping I may need to move some bits about, so let's remove this first. There we go. I'll just pause the game a second. Now there is some animals here, so it probably will move this, so we just need to keep an eye on the hunting camp. I think this is bugged, so I don't know if the animals will still be there or not. We'll see what happens, because the area may move over here, but the animals may still actually be in this area, but we'll double check. So let's have a quick look. Mines. Yeah, this house may be in the way here. So trees uprooted, so you need a good portion of it, so we can get one there. Oh, is that going to be enough? Interesting. So let me see. I think there's a road here which is actually bothering it. It's saying tree will be uprooted, but that's not the main issue there, is it? I don't think. Okay, I managed to get it in. The reason it wouldn't let me place it there was because when I destroyed the original pit, obviously it leaves any of the resources there and I just couldn't quite see them. So once they were moved, everything sort of worked as it should. And the only problem I'm going to have here now is the fact that I've got them so close together that I can't actually see. I can't get to that bit there. I can't. So it's going to make things a little bit messier. I don't know if I should just rejig, maybe remove this burgage plot or these two burgage plots and give myself a little bit more space. Oh, decisions. And the question is, where did the deer go? Oh, okay, so they're not too far away. But the question is, are they still here in amongst all the trees, or have they actually gone over here? Now, I can't see them yet. Oh no, oh, it's a stone. That was a deer. So it'd be interesting to see if they actually move. I know there's some kind of bug with that, so it could be that, but I'm not too sure. But I think I may actually remove some of these burgage plots and replace these mines again, because I want them next to each other, but I still want it to be quite efficient. Well, I've never seen this one before. Cold. People require fuel and a burgage plot to live in. Now, this is all the retinues, and you can see they're all cold and coughing. Why is that happening? Have I got one of them? Black Forest, what's this? Equipment missing, okay. So are they from here? I'm guessing they are. So we got ready to rally for Mamusio. Ready to rally. So that definitely is them. Because they all suddenly got their weapons. Interesting. Let's send them back over here. Oh, it's because it's under construction. Aha. So they've got nowhere to go. And that's waiting for stone. Do we have stone over here? No. Right, it's all making sense now. Did we trade stone last time? It looks like we did. We're currently at -10. But we do have stone over here, 100. How long will it take? It only takes 2 logs. Or is it 2 timber? Timber, there we go. We get that up to like the highest priority. Let me just build a quick road to there. That should definitely help. Hopefully I didn't wipe out some of the stone there. I didn't. Let me just adjust to very high for this malt house, as much as I want that done. That is the highest. We're not doing anything else over here. Are they still cold? They are. So literally, yeah, waiting on some planks and some stone, and I think that's why they're cold. I didn't realize. I sound like I'm cold. I can hear my nasaliness. Not too good. Also, I switched the logging camp to chop the trees over here, because you just couldn't see what was going on. As you can see, it's a lot clearer now. I figured once they built the wall that they would take down some of these trees, and some of these quite tall trees. But yeah, I thought they'd have done it at the same time, but that wasn't the case. And speaking of, let's go back to the Iron Vale. So we left off with me getting rid of these mines and messing around with them, and I've managed to get them both in and still get, I think it's a double burgage plot here, if I remember rightly. No, it was 2 burgage plots, there we go, and this one can have its chickens back, because that's originally what it was. So yeah, I've not really lost anything, and I've gained a couple more houses here. I've also put a marketplace in here, because when I was looking at some of these, you see we've got a bit of a supply issue. We also have some weapons, gambesons and armor issues over here as well. I've got a lot of tweaking to do when it comes to what I'm trading, because we'll be exporting out a lot of stuff, especially from over here, armor-wise. But we're probably not. Oh, we are bringing in, but this one needs to be set to the full trade. Because what potentially could happen is, so the bows are made in Mamusio. Let's zoom out. The bows can come to the Black Forest, but then the Iron Vales will wait. I need some bows. So they could potentially just get them from the Black Forest, depending. I mean, maybe I should set their amount a little bit higher. So I think I had 40 for weapons and armor in Mamusio. If I set what their minimum is, no, that wouldn't work either. I don't know if their minimum is 50, whether or not they'd still be able to trade from it. I don't know, but there's going to be some kind of balance within what we're doing, and just to make things happen a lot easier. I don't know. I'm just trying to work it out in my head. If the desired surplus is 50 and the Black Forest is at 50 of something, and these guys want it over here in the Iron Vale, technically they shouldn't be able to get it from there. But sometimes when you're trading, you do get a little bit of an extra surplus, just depending on how it's happening. So we'll see. Time will tell. So these are currently under construction for the deep mining. We have some spare people, so I may put a couple of people in there to get this stone. In fact, while these are not being done, an animal ran away. Which animal? It's brought me here, but I don't see anything. What animal was that? Or is it something to do with the fact that this is where the deer were? So the deer are now over here, but I don't see them. So I'm not sure if that's the bug. Maybe they've migrated, but it's not to the new area. So I'd have to check every forest to see them. Because even in here, as I look around, I can't see them anywhere. So maybe they're in a completely different area to where I think they are, which is a bit of a pain. Because there's a lot of forest. I mean, it could be over here somewhere. That's something, maybe, I'm not going to do it now, but I'll have to look around and see where they've disappeared to. It could well be they're over here. I don't know. I don't quite know what the bug is, but I know there is a bug with when they migrate, so something I need to look into. I mean, I could potentially just follow the hunter. Let's see. Where are you? Oh, there we go. So they're all over there, which... What on earth? They're there. They're not even in the same region. Huh. That is... Yes, that is definitely broken. That is 100% broken, because the animals for here are over here. So, let me just check. Oh, yep. So it's actually pushed them completely out of the zone. And I'm guessing the same goes for all the other ones as well. Because I moved this one ever so slightly. Oh dear. I think we've got to the bottom of that one. Where is my hunter? I've lost it. I know we have one. Okay, there's my hunting camp. So let's have a quick check. So he was hunting or is hunting? He looks like he's heading back home, personally. You're getting water, so yeah, it definitely looks like they're not where you think they are. That is going to be a tiny bit of a problem. And how are we doing here? Still under construction. I think the issue here is everyone is focusing on this building. And these guys are still freezing. We're almost there. I think once they get the 7 planks, because they don't have stone, hopefully these guys don't die. I'm guessing they won't. It says they may freeze to death. I mean, I hate to say it, but it could be an interesting experiment just to see what happens. We've got people standing here with logs or planks. I have a suspicion while... Oh, look, they were blocking the people. I have a suspicion while these are actually... sort of recruited, they hopefully won't die because they don't look cold now. So fingers crossed. Let's see how we're going. Yeah, they were stuck behind them, so that was causing a little bit of an issue there. So hopefully that will figure itself out, which should then free people up to come and do the other buildings. Yes, perfect. Okay, one of our deep mines is done, so I'm going to put 2 families in there. Obviously we've got quite a few gathering the stone over here. Actually, do you know what? They get this quite quick, so I'm going to take 1 family out, which will give me the 2 that I'll need for this one. Be interesting to see how this actually works and if we gain a lot more, because when I looked last, we weren't digging out that much iron ore, which just didn't kind of feel right. Can we upgrade you yet? No, you need another food stall. What do we have here? Okay, so another food stall did appear on the new market that I placed. I think I did that when... I was fiddling around with some other bits. We have quite a lot of stalls going on. And they have quite a bit of ale over here, so realistically, it's 2 types... Oh, is that the issue? Only 2 types of food. And they want 3, so there is my problem. Yeah, so just looking, we have a little bit of meat, vegetables, berries, a little bit of bread, eggs. Now, I could definitely have more eggs. We do have the ability to do that. Now, the fact that my animals are so far away... That's going to cause an issue from a hunting camp perspective, which I don't think there's anything we could do about that until maybe we do something in Goldhof. But then if I put something there, will it push them? What will happen if I move this one? So let's test this. Let's see what happens. If we go on our hunting camp and we... Right, hands. So you're hunting over there currently. Let's pause the game. And let's put... just I suppose any building that I can place. So that's currently So that'll cause migration. So if I just do that there, and then get rid of that, where did it move to? It moved to here. So let's go and find Hans again. Where are we? Tannery, hunting camp. Is he still going to the same place? He is. Does that mean the deer have not moved? Oh, wrong person. Wait, is he dragging that all the way from a road? Hans. Let's see what's happening. Oh, there's it. Oh, good. Okay, so they are migrating, I think. They moved ever so slightly, didn't they? He has got someone, so they are now moving, yeah. Question is, where to? So I'll have to come back and check that. That is, yeah, so this doesn't really tell you the truth. Is basically what we've got to the bottom of there. And 2 people in there, perfect. So now we should start getting a steady stream of, let me close this one. We're on surplus total goods stored, can't say it. We don't have any in there. And this is obviously just slowing all these things down. We really do need to think about the weapons. I'm not too sure how the best way to deal with that is. Well, let me think about it. We could make weapons here as well as armor, couldn't we? We have the iron. We have the charcoal. There's no real reason why Momusio needs to be bothered about importing, because by the time I've sent it all the way across, they could have just made it here. So maybe this is definitely going to be the armor and the weapon making area. There is something for me to ponder. I think that makes sense. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah. Oh, I don't. This is the thing I like about. I mean, I guess there's going to come a point in the game where there's, I guess you could call it a meta way of building things. But at the moment, there's lots of kind of choices. I guess it's down to your personal preference. Some people will say you're not doing it right. Some people would agree. But as long as you get the same result, you basically want to have successful towns that can eventually conquer the map, right? That's the end goal. But does it really matter how quickly you get there? I don't think it does. I mean, maybe from a tax point of view, the longer it takes, the more you're going to get taxed. But I don't know. I don't think there's a particular rush to get things done. And maybe now, I'm not going to slow down my sort of play too much. But I guess I just want to try some different things out, because when the next patch drops, it could change everything anyway. So there's that to sort of bear in mind. We do have the extra food stall now, so it's just got carrots. So this does have several types of food. The meat one is the issue. We are importing bread as far as I remember. Can we upgrade you yet? No. Well, that just sucks. I may increase the... So we got more space for veg. These small ones, I guess we got some cash. So should we just get some chicken coops in? It will increase the amount of egg availability that we have. So I think we'll just chuck all those in while we've got the cash. It makes a lot of sense. And then I think, yeah, the main sort of question, other than what should we name gold off, is should we just make the weapons over here? Which means we need more planks. That's something else. But we've got the iron, and we got a lot of fuel. How are we doing for planks? Yeah, we've got plenty of planks. We've basically got everything we need here. So Momusio, I think, is basically going to become orchard country. I just think I'll end up taking away some of the buildings we don't need over there. Maybe have a little bit of a redevelop and just have them making apples. They have the points to do it. Trade them out. There's still things they can do over there, which will be useful. How's my retinue? They're still freezing. So there's a little bit of gap in the wall there, which we can come back to deal with. But, oh, here we go. It's up and ready. So we have 10. Just going to overload that. There we go. And then we'll stick the malt house over here to the highest. We still have loads of barley. So that's slowing down the ale production. And this area is mainly going to be barley, so it makes sense to have it there. Are you running off? Maybe you are. Maybe you're not. I've not seen any ghost horses today. So, yeah, that's something positive, I suppose. Hey, see, look, they've got nothing over here. Are they transporting? They are. Transporting barley, yeah, so they're going all the way over there to bring it here. I mean, you still got the same problem that once it's been switched. Is it hops? Is it hops? malt. Once it's switched to malt, it still needs to arrive over here or in the brewery. So it depends. Do the brewery just transport it from... Where's the people? Let's see what they're doing. Crafting and waiting. We're going to need another large storehouse. Just looking at what's in here. And that will also speed up the movement of things. And I could technically limit what they move, so they only focus on barley and malt, to bring it over here a little bit. There is that option. And although there's malt... Yeah, malt goes in here. I don't know if barley goes in there or not, or whether that will go... In fact, I can find that out, can't I? Rye and wheat, large storehouse. I'm guessing that means it goes in here. Yeah, so barley and malt all goes into a large storehouse. So we may build another large storehouse. Let's do that just while I think about it. Can we fit one in here? No. Where do we have space to build one? That makes sense. I mean, we could build one over here. Because we've got all the trade posts. It would potentially give the traders loading up these buildings less distance to travel. I could build one over here so it helps with this. Or, oh, we don't have space there. What's that? The hunting camp? I might, you know. I might build it here. I was going to build some burgage plots, some traders here. No, let's build it there. I could still, because there's still a road here, I could still put some burgage plots in and still have some space here for the trading posts as well. Yeah, that makes sense. At least to me. Are you getting me some stone? I'm hoping you are, because there's certainly some there. 99. You've got one. Okay. Generic storage is full. So they are just waiting on stone. Okay, well that's going to happen in due course. So not a problem. Just going back to what I was talking about earlier. So the cobbler here is making weapons. I don't know, you're making shoes, aren't you? Join the shop. There we go. You're trying to make shields. They just take planks, so that's fine. So we can make them anywhere, or we can just continue making them here. But the blacksmith is making the weapons. Yeah, I think we definitely need to move that. The tailor's shop, I think we were talking about berries, weren't we? So we need to make dye over here. I don't know if we have one of those buildings or not. What I'd like to see is when you go in here, so the dye will probably be under industry. Yeah. A little number in the corner somewhere that tells you how many you've got. Because when you really build out, you may not know where that building is. Or when you do this, does it tell you really what you've got? What sort of building it is? It doesn't, does it really? Yeah, you just got cogs, so it tells you it's production. Or maybe a little icon of like that, this little the dye jar, I guess you could call it. Just so you can tell what building is what at kind of a glance. But yeah, if we put one of these in, it probably makes sense to just have it next door. And we'll get that in there. We don't get a lot of berries here. To be fair, the Black Forest tends to get tons of the stuff. And if I kind of set this out a little bit better... Although we did put in a granary here for just collecting those, I think. Oh no, we're collecting everything. So let's turn all these off and just set that to berries. Although nobody's working in here, but once that gets up and running, they should hopefully send people out to the forager's hut, bring it back and keep the forager's huts clear. We'll see how that goes. I'm hoping that will work quite well. I mean, usually, total goods stored. Let me come out of this construction menu so we can see. Yeah, we have 202 berries, but there's no reason why we shouldn't be at like 1,000 or something, which means we can then trade it. Food-wise, 8 months, not doing too good on food. I guess a lot of that is to do with the fact we are transporting out bread, but we have all these gardens here. We probably need to do a few double plotted houses somewhere for better gardens, I guess. Like, where are we? Like this one. What level are we on here? Level 2. Ooh, do you know what? We'll upgrade you to level 3 because you have a huge area. And just thinking of a storage, it just makes sense. We don't want to lose anything. I don't know if you will, but it just, yeah, makes sense. We got plenty of land to do those. And it's been suggested a few times in the comments that when I'm going to do big gardens, to make sure it's a double plot. Because you've got 2 families to tend the same garden. And realistically, it makes sense. I can't argue with that at all. Stonecutters camp, we now have 11, so we have enough stone, so that's just waiting for that to be carted across. to get this completed. You have to be really careful with your retinue. They do block people. I was just, before we saw it when they were standing near the fence, they were stopping people carrying the planks. And when I had them here, they were stopping one of the ox. So I guess that's not working as intended. But if you've got them just lingering around, it's probably best to make sure they're not in the way of anybody. But as you can see, they're building the tower on the side here now, so they're almost done. Which means, even though, well, we're in March now, so they're not going to get cold forever, but at least they will have their home to go to. And there we are. So I can tell him to go back home. So if we disband, yes, we're all freezing. Don't drop dead now, I've done that, please. You have your manor to go to. And are we taxing still? Yes, it's remembered everything from last time, so hopefully. No? Why have they not gone home? Right, let's run them into that area and hopefully. What's this? Black Forest level 3 burgage plot. Perfect. Let's send them in. Right, if I disband, will they go inside? Am I missing something? I feel like I am. Nope, I'm not missing anything. The only thing I can think of is that we moved the manor in this area, didn't we? So we destroyed the first one and rebuilt another one over here. Do these guys then not link up to this one? Because we had one over here, didn't we? There's the road. So I'm wondering, they now have no home. Because they're not picking up on the fact that this is their home, I'm guessing. So there's nothing stored here yet. Someone's just taking water in by the looks of it. But yes, that seems to be an issue. So how do we fix that? I don't think we can. Can I disband these completely? Is that an option? I don't think you can. What happens when we do the... I can't even customize them. Do I have to rally them first? I don't think you do. No, if they're rallied, you can't. Oh, wait a minute. What have I done? Black Forest? Yeah, that's the right one, isn't it? Rally. Did I rally something else? Oh, what happened? Did I do something wrong? I don't think I did. Okay. So we got disband, spread out, hold. Yeah, there's nothing here to allow me to tell them to go in there or completely disband. That's a bit of a problem. So disband unit. Oh, there we go. Customize. So there's nothing here that I could do. I mean, obviously, I can replace. How much do we have? We have money. So I can recruit some extra ones. Let's see what happens there. Because we've just recruited ones that are technically for this place. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Is that right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yes. So where are the other ones? Are they inside? Are you a servant? Can we see? You're a servant. You're a servant. Now what will happen? This is going to answer my question. Now if they come out of that building. Yep, I just saw them inside. So these ones now will not go. Well, that's an interesting bug. Interesting. So disband. Some of them will go inside, but the original ones from the original building won't. Well, that is a rather annoying bug. Now I'm hoping, because these cost money. I shouldn't say it like that. We value them. It's probably a better way of putting it, but I'm hoping they don't die of cold or starvation. I'll be interested to see what happens though, how the game handles it. It's obviously warning me they're cold, but they're just not going inside. Well, I think on that bit of a conundrum and a slightly annoying bug, I'm going to leave this episode here. Thank you for putting up with my nasally voice. Hopefully it clears before I record the next episode, but take care.